So why do you think this is happening now? At max, we're talking like 320,000 people who fall under this TPS designation in 10 countries. Why this now, do you think?
The Salvadorians are the largest group who have received this temporary protective status, a little over 200,000 of the total in the program. So this is the largest grouping of that. So I'm not really sure. There has been several letters over the last months knowing that this date for extension is coming up. El Salvador still is not in a position to accept 200,000 people back.
What would be the impact, do you think, if in fact you ended up sending 200,000 El Salvadorans?
Well, I think you have some people at risk. I think people would go into dangerous situations, continued violence, and some people who really do need the protection wouldn't have that protection. I also think the reality is a lot of these people are working hard here, doing jobs that are important jobs that not necessarily other Americans are willing or able to take these jobs right now. And yet, oftentimes, money is being sent back to support family back in El Salvador. At a time when we needed workers who are doing welding or construction work or other things that is skilled, important work, we would lose some of these people. And I hear it every place I go in my district, in the suburbs of Chicago, that companies don't need to hire these types of people. We lose sector.
Some of the Salvadorans who are in this country under TPS, would they have opportunities, or should they have opportunities for citizenship, or at least a real pathway to citizenship, as opposed to just sort of being renewed in a temporary status over and over again?
My sense is these temporary protective status people would continue to be temporary. Now, it might still be 17, 20 years before there's change enough back in their countries for them to be able to go back in, or for them to go through the process of being recognized here.
Do you think that you're actually going to be able to get to a resolution, because there are a large number of congresspeople on both sides of the aisle who believe as you do?
I hope we can. I think the one good news, if there is good news, is it's September of 2019. I think September 9th, 2019. I know that's going to come fast, but it's almost 2 years away. So there is opportunity for us in the Congress to work to try and find a solution.
How much of this do you think is just the politics of making a stand against immigrants?
Some folks who just don't want to see any programs that have people come to America from other countries. My great-grandparents immigrated from Sweden 100 plus years ago for opportunity and also for freedom that they wanted to have here. And so many of us have those kind of stories that America has been, I think still is, an immigrant nation. And we need to make good decisions of what's good for America, but also what can allow us to still be that refuge, that light in the world when someone is threatened or where they don't feel safe, that if there's no other place to go, America is a place I can go.
Nice to have you.
Good to be with you. Thank you so much.
Next on Matter.